Let's get this one right. All right. First, I want to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Mashiach Yahushua. My presentation is going to be about the importance of prayer and fasting, right? First, I want to let you know what prayer is. Prayer is a request or, a petition to something to a higher authority. So the higher authority in this sense is the Father. So first I want to, show you how to pray to get a result, and why is it important? This is one of the important reasons why we pray. We're praying to, not only receive something, but to get back in the Most High's good graces. So, I'm just gonna kick it off with Second Chronicles 7:14. And it says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. So what we got to do, we got to be humble first, in order to get what we want, and how do you be humble? How do you be humble? Let's go see how do you be humble. First, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 in the first verse, and it says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee above all nations on the earth. So to be humble, you gotta hearken to him. Hearkening to him is to understand these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's being humble. That's humbling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Turning the other cheek when if your brother hits you or something like that, or what I'm saying, giving that higher authority to get that, so what you petition to get. So we're gonna jump over to James 4:10 to kind of further get that understanding, like saying that supports that Deuteronomy uh 28 in the first verse. So we're gonna go to James 4:10. Here we go, right here. James 4:10. It says, humble yourself in the sight of Yahweh, and he shall lift you up. So what you gotta do? Keep them laws, statutes, and commandments, and he'll lift you up. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta humble yourself to be able to, do that, And what I'm saying? I want to show you what the benefits of what prayer can do. We're gonna jump over to James 15:16, and it says, and the prayer of the faith shall save the sick, and Yahweh shall rise him up, and if he have committed sin, they shall be forgiven him. Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So I'm going to give you an example, of a righteous man praying and giving you, what he would give you afterwards, So let's go to Genesis 20. Let's go to Genesis 20 and 17. All right. And it reads, so Abraham prayed unto God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservant, and they bare children. good example for the Most High, you know what I'm saying, helping, you know what I'm saying, of a righteous man sending up a petition or a request, and the Most High, giving, you know what I'm saying, back. So we're gonna go to Proverbs 15 and 29. Proverbs 15 and 29. And it reads, Yahweh is far from wicked, but he heareth the prayers of the righteous. So he heard Abraham's prayer, you know what I'm saying, and gave him according to his humbleness and his righteousness, you know. So let's jump over to 28, because we all know what, like, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High is away from that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to hear none of that. And it says, He turneth away his ear from hearing he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So you got to be keeping the law, statutes, and the commandments to be able to pray and be humble to receive what you're trying to receive. So that's a very important. This is the importance of prayer. It's being humble and keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments, so you don't be sending up a null and void prayer. We're gonna jump over to Psalm 66 and 18. And this is give you another account of, you know what I'm saying, God don't hear, the prayers of sinners. And it says, if I regard iniquity in my heart, Yahweh will not hear me. So you gotta humble yourself. You gotta get rid of all of that stuff. You got to go and humble yourself and ask these people for your brethren for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Start doing stuff according to what the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? Then the Most High will hear you and give you what you asking for. You know? And then we're gonna jump over to fasting. Fasting is afflicting your soul. So we're gonna jump over to Matthew's 6 and 16 and 18. All right, and it says, moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrite of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Their reward is, saying, everybody, oh, he fasting. That's their reward. And then you go down to 17, it says, but thou, when thou fast and appoint thine head and wash thine face, that thou appear not unto men fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. That goes right back to that prayer, to praying. The same thing. You do the same thing when you fasting, but fasting is humbling, furtherly humbling yourself. And I'm gonna give an example of how you furtherly humbling yourself with fasting. We're gonna go to Matthew's 26 and 41, and it says, "Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." But this is why we afflict our soul. It's denying the flesh of what it really wants. If we do that, you know what I'm saying, and you humble yourself, you know what I'm saying, and not give into the flesh, the Most High is looking at that you're controlling your flesh, and you're leaning more into your spirit, man, than you do your flesh. You know, I could take a page out of that. You know, we're gonna go to Romans 8 to give you a further understanding on that. Romans 8 and 7 through 8. And it says, the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the laws of God, neither indeed can it be. So then that are in the flesh cannot please God. So if you in the flesh and not afflicting your soul, you trying to be more pleasurable of the soul and not of the of the more pleasurable of the flesh and not of the soul. You know, because your flesh can't get you into heaven. Your soul can. You know what I'm saying? That spirit, man, that's on your soul. You know, so you can't lean to what the body want to do. And you start going off. You're gonna start going way off in the deep end. As you can see nowadays, people are going to pedophilia and homosexuality and all of this stuff. They going way off because they're not controlling their flesh. You got to put the boundaries on the mind. You got to put the boundaries on the mind. Uh, you know, so you know that's afflicting your soul. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Like uh, 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 back to what Matthews was saying, Matthew 26 and 41, and it says, "Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation." Temptation is what's going to be coming to you. When you have some women come up, they're going to be half naked in front of you. You know, sometimes we be wanting to be wicked because that's what we, you know, saying we men. But at the end of the day, we got to control our flesh. When we control our flesh and be humble and humble down, and you know, what I'm saying in the sight of the Most High Yahweh, you know, what I'm saying he will give you what you need, you know, and heal our land. If everybody take a page out of this, and we do that, the Most High will set us back in our land. I'm Prospect Ashier. Finally got it done after 18 attempts. Shalom.